up, Cody? Create Your Purpose. This is episode 15 of the Create Your Purpose show.
Woo!
I'm here with Erin.
Hey.
This is extremely exciting. Today we're going to talk a little bit about network marketing. We're going to talk a little bit about making additional income, and just a ton load of topics that we just want to touch on today. Erin, if you want to take it away, give us a little background on what you do, why you do it, and just kind of the 401 of who Erin Marshall is.
Okay, awesome. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I have been watching all your episodes, and I'm a big fan. And my name's Erin Marshall. Welcome to the west side of Peterborough. I'm in my home right now, and I'm honored to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
I used to be a teacher, I guess, before I do what I do now, and absolutely loved it, but realized that I call it my deep, dark secret, that I was an entrepreneur. And it was in my blood. I couldn't get away from it. I still remember the first time I had my first lemonade stand when I was a little girl.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Because I was talking to somebody about this the other day, just about I would, as a kid, I would I would go out trick-or-treating for Halloween, and then I would go door to door trying to sell candy. It's crazy, if you're an entrepreneur, it's in your blood. You might, you might stray away and go to a standard 9 to 5, but when you're an entrepreneur and you really want to do this, you just do it.
Totally. I remember when you were a kid and you got chocolate almonds for my sports teams. I always wanted to, sell the most and get the most money for our team and whatever we were trying to do. So my friends would tell me that it wasn't really that big of a deep, dark secret when I transitioned into this world. That they knew it all along with me, but I was looking for security. So and I was trying to go with what my strengths were, and I was a good student in school, so I kept continuing on with that, and I ended up teaching in our local school board, which was amazing, and I have so much respect for all the teachers that work with our children. But for me, I realized that I needed to have that outlet. And it all started when I had my son. I had my son 8 years ago. And I've always been into health, nutrition. I've always been into sports performance. I've always been into, overall wellness. And I started with a product for my company. I started with a product, using it, not knowing what it was going to bring me at all. And 8 years, it has transformed my life because it gave me an outlet, a vehicle to become an entrepreneur.
Why did you choose this profession? What made you decide that, I want to leave my teaching job and do this full time?
Yeah, a few things. I realized that I had a few strengths. And the number one thing, I'm a professional network marketer. I love to network. I love meeting you. I loved meeting you the first time, you coming to my house. I want to hang out with you more. I love that. And that is, I didn't realize that was a skill that could be applied to a business. One of the greatest things that ever happened to me was a simple conversation with a girlfriend of mine who is a top salesperson in Toronto, and I said, I love doing this. I'm making a little bit of money here, but I have no sales background, and that's not my thing. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. And she's like, you know what? Sales is about meeting friends and is about friendships, and that's the basis of all business, and you're really good at that. So she poured some love into me, and I realized, that's true. Like, there's nothing. I don't have to be salesy, and I'm an educator in a different way. So it fit.
People have a hard time understanding that sales is all about providing value. Value. How can I provide the customer or friends or whatever, more value than what I want in return? And it's a huge thing within the network marketing industry, from what I'm understanding, anyways.
Yeah, it is, and that's all we're doing. I'm educating people. I'm showing people tools, websites, leading them to, in my world, wellness education, and there's so much there. I still feel like I'm a lifelong learner and an educator at the same time as. Having that entrepreneurial outlet that I needed, that I wanted, and it feels so good, and there's so much creative energy there that I love.
It's amazing because you made multiple six-figure income with your company. It's just really interesting to see. There's kind of this stigma attached to network marketing. I don't know if you want to touch on that. What was the experience that you went through when you first started in this industry?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm really fortunate because I'm surrounded by so many amazing people. We talk about this community that we're in right now. There's so many like loving, caring people that supported me, so I didn't have that hard of a time. But I hear people that do, and
what are these good practices and bad practices that you're seeing that's creating this stigma in this industry?
Right. So I think I'll start by saying there's stigma in most professions, and I tell that to a lot of our organization, our team. There's bad teachers. There's crappy financial advisors, crappy trainers, and anything you look at.
That's fair. That's a good way to look at it. That's a more holistic way to look at it.
That's going to happen. Sometimes in our industry, we get people that are so excited and they're spamming everything, and sometimes that can be annoying. They don't go through the proper training that our company provides and other companies provide. So they turn out to maybe be that eager beaver that's not actually looking at how to help people in this and the proper ways to do it.
So would you say the proper way to go about this industry is like you have to be people focused, you have to be focused on what they want, not what you want?
Yeah. And I think there's an aspect of training in anything you do. You need to know what you're working with. I'm fortunate because our company has so many great podcasts and free training, and we have corporate like our trainer this year is Tony Robbins.
Which is crazy.
Like we're partnered with a amazing culture of that. But sometimes it gets lost. I always tell people, like, don't get weird. Don't get weird in anything you're doing, because what happens a lot of time is, you can turn people away, like in anything, in any profession, in any business, and you don't want to do that. You want to create those great friendships and relationships.
Even in the retail industry, you have my company in retail industry that doesn't work on commission, and you have people who work on commission, and you look at the different landscape of like a commission background sales, and some people get turned off even by that. It's like, whoa, you work on commission. Yes. But the opposite way, it's like, oh, you work on commission. I want to make sure you get.
I want to support you.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's interesting how there's I love what you said. There's stigma in any industry that you go into. So. Why do you think that there's stigma in this industry though?
I think we get a lot of people. One of the best things about it though is the low startup costs. Yeah. Like I looked at franchising so much when, like I said, I had it in my blood. I wanted to do something. I wanted to own something for myself. I wanted to be my own CEO in some way, and I couldn't get into any other way because I didn't have the financial means. So this has a very low startup cost, which a lot of people love, and sometimes that's they don't take it as seriously. I always say you're your own CEO. You have to feed yourself with the training, with the knowledge, with everything, and some people don't decide to do that.
That's totally fair, and it's interesting to see. I was actually chatting with someone who is going to be franchising a company, and he said, this is a pretty low startup cost, and he said, it's going to cost me $200,000 just to do a startup. With network marketing model, from what I'm understanding, you know better than I, the startup cost could be as low as $200.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I think $200,000 versus $200 to actually want to do what you want to do. And I think one of the biggest things that I really want to drive home is opportunities are endless. Whether it be network marketing, whether it be you buy and sell something online on eBay, you start your own e-commerce website. You start your own eBay website, you buy and you flip stuff. Opportunities are endless. So when did you know that this is what I'm supposed to do? What inspires you every day to wake up and decide, this is what I'm supposed to do?
I had a few moments. Life by my own design has become my mantra. I feel like everybody deserves to have a life by their own design, whatever that looks like, especially entrepreneurs. I can't be the only person that was hiding in something that what I really wanted to be, to let that loose. And when you let it loose, oh my gosh, it feels so good. For me, there was a moment when I had kids, everything changed. Before kids, I was going to go to the top of my game in whatever I was doing. I'm a very competitive person. I love sports. That's a part of who I was. When I had kids, I decided that I wasn't living the life by design. I remember dropping my son off at daycare. He was, very young, and getting on the highway, going to my job, commuting, and thinking, this is not what I want. I want to be his teacher. I love teaching other kids, but I want to be there for him. I want to be able to create my own schedule. That was really, really huge for me, and that drew me into this energy, into what I do now. Now my purpose, create your purpose, my purpose is to show other people exactly what I have done. Not everybody is going to relate with the mom factor. Not everybody's going to relate, but I want to help people whatever they want to do. This is a massive vehicle that I've seen. It works for thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And so if you want to give more, if you want to create your own life, if you're 19 and you want to travel more, I know a way now that I can help for the right people. It's not for everybody, but if they want to break loose and they want to have they have that blood in them that I do, this is a really good way.
It's so interesting, and I think that's something that you said something that really struck home with me. It's like not for everyone.
Yeah.
Some people and maybe that's where the stigma comes into the factor. It's like, since it's not for everyone, maybe people try to get into this industry, or even people try to be an entrepreneur, and it's just not for them. It's not they're meant to work 9 to 5. It's not a bad thing to work 9 to 5. You're happy doing it.
Totally. There's so many of my friends that are obsessed with their jobs and they love them, and I just respect that. And I think another stigma is that when you buy something from our company or another network marketing company, that you have to go and sell the products. No, like over 85% of our customers are just customers. We're very customer driven, customer focused. And now, being experienced in this, I can pick my business builders and say, hey, you'd be really great at this. Would you like to do it? But I don't say that to everybody because, some people just want rebates. Some people just want to be customers, just like any brick and mortar shop. We love our customers.
It's almost like an e-commerce website, and if you look at it that way, you look at it from a business standpoint, it's like almost like you're just buying from e-commerce.
And that's the future. Yeah. Most products get shipped to my door. I just bought a filter for my fridge on Amazon. Like, that is the future. So it's really cool that I can sit here and I can still be that mom that I pick up from school. I volunteer in my class, but I'm also running an international business in 15 countries.
What do you think the future of this industry looks like?
Oh, we're on a tipping point. Yeah. We're on an explosive growth. You can read it in any entrepreneurial magazine, any newspaper, the U economy is major, and I think most entrepreneurs see that. Everything is going online. Everything is going to be shipped to your door. Everything is looking to be more green. We want more product research. We want more innovation, and that's what we offer.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Now, if there was one question that you wanted to ask our audience here at Create Purpose, what would that question be? We'll kind of wrap it up with that. This is your floor. You can ask whatever you want. It's something that you specifically want answered.
I so want people to have fun and enjoy every moment of their life.
Okay.
So are you having fun with what you're doing? Are you happy? I think that's a huge part of people's life. I want my kids to be happy. I want my friends to be happy. Are you having fun at what you're doing? And I think that, that goes to everything that it affects every relationship that you have. And we want a happy community.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, you heard it here. Are you having fun? Comment in the section below. We want to know, write out what you're doing. Tell us what you're doing. We want to know, are you having fun?